Today we're going to show you how to set up the rules to allocate orders automatically to the right carrier. First of all, let's go to zones. Zones are geographical areas which will be associated to routing rules. A zone may be a single postcode, a group of postcodes, a country, or a group of countries. You'll see that when you registered, the system automatically created 3 zones which may be useful when you make your rules. One of these zones is your origin zone, and when you click on the zone detail button, you will see that it contains only your company postcode. A second zone is the United Kingdom zone, and this will be used to define your default rule for domestic deliveries. The final zone is all countries, and when you click on the zone detail button, you will see that it includes all countries. You can make any number of additional zones to use in your routing rules by clicking on the Add button in the right side menu. Enter a name and a description of the zone and click Save to save it. Then click on the Zone Detail button and add any number of countries and postcodes to the zone. Note that if you don't provide a postcode, the system will include the entire country in the zone. Okay, now we're going to set up our allocation rules. So click on Rules in the main menu, then click on the Add button on the right side menu. Now let's say my company has deliveries for its customers in the UK and also abroad. For single items weighing less than 1 kilogram, it uses Royal Mail. So let's set up a rule for that. You'll see that there are 3 types of routing rules that can be made: fixed, conditional, and calculation. For this rule, we'll choose fixed. The rule name will be parcels less than 1 kilogram worldwide. The collection zone is our origin zone, and the destination is all countries. We'll say that it's valid for items from 0 to 1 kilogram, and for one item, so 1 to 1. We make it valid for Monday to Friday, and effective from today's date. The carrier in this case will be Royal Mail, and we choose their first class mail service. And click Save. And that is our first routing rule. Next, we're going to make a rule for UK shipments up to 30 kilograms, which we normally send with UPS. So click Add. The rule name will be parcels less than 30 kilograms to UK. Collection zone is our origin zone. Destination zone, United Kingdom. Weight from 0 to 999 kilograms this time, and up to 99 items. Once again, we'll say that this is in place for Monday to Friday and valid from today's date. The carrier will be UPS, and we use their Express Saver service. Click Save on the top right menu, and our second routing rule is in place. Now let's click on the rule cascade in the main menu to review our rules. The rule cascade is very important because it's here that you set the priority of each rule, so that when shipments are created that satisfy more than one rule, the system knows which rule should take priority. You will see that for single item shipments weighing less than 1 kilogram going to the UK, both the first rule and the second rule could apply. By setting the first rule as the higher priority, we ensure that Royal Mail is selected. Now let's go back and set up some more rules. Now in this example we send most of our international deliveries with DHL, so we're going to make a rule to do this. Click Add. The rule name will be Worldwide Parcels Default. Collection zone, once again our origin zone. Destination zone, all countries. From 0 to 999 kilograms, and from 1 to 99 items. We'll say that this is valid for Monday to Friday once again, and valid from today's date. The carrier will be DHL and their Express Worldwide service. Click Save to create the rule. However, our example company likes to use FedEx for deliveries to the USA rather than the default international carrier, which here is DHL. Before we can set up this rule, we'll need to add a separate zone for the USA. So let's do that now. We do this by choosing the Zones option in the main menu and clicking the Add button once again in the right side menu. We'll call the zone USA. Save that, and then define it in the zone detail. Click Add and select, in this case, of course, United States, and save that. So now we can use that zone in our rule. So let's go to the rules and set up our rule. So our rule name will be International Parcels to USA. The collection zone will be our origin zone. The destination zone is the new zone we've just set up, which is USA. Weight from 0 to 99 kilograms and up to 99 items. In this example, once again, we'll say it's valid for Monday to Friday and effective from today. The carrier is FedEx in this case then, and we choose their International Priority Service. Click Save on the top right menu, and that's our rule for international parcels to the USA. Let's now go back to the rule cascade in the main menu to review our rules. As we said before, the rule cascade is very important because it's here that you set the priority of each rule so that when shipments are created that satisfy more than one rule, the system knows which rule should take priority. You'll see that for shipments going to the USA, there are 3 rules that could apply. Rule 1, which uses Royal Mail, Rule 3, which uses DHL, and Rule 4, which uses FedEx. Since we want any single item shipments weighing less than 1 kilogram to go Royal Mail, it is right that Rule 1 has the highest priority. However, for shipments weighing more than 1 kilogram, we want to use FedEx rather than our default international carrier, which is DHL. So we need to move the priority of Rule 4 above Rule 3. To do this, we click Edit, and we increase the priority by clicking on the up arrow. Finally, click Save, and the priority has changed. So let's go back to our rules and make one more. Let's say my company has a large customer with stores throughout the country. They require that deliveries are sent only with a specific carrier, which in their case is UPS. So we'll make a conditional rule now to set this up. Click Add and choose Conditional. We'll call this rule ABC Company. We'll select Order in the table section. The delivery company name is the field. Operator is equal, and the value will be ABC. Carrier, as we said, will be UPS, and in this case we'll use their express service. So save that, and one more rule has been created. Now let's go to the rule cascade one more time. Remember, the rule cascade is used to set the priority for shipments that might satisfy more than one rule. If we check the rule cascade now, we see that the rule for deliveries to ABC company is sitting last in the cascade, which means it has the lowest priority. So any shipments that satisfied a rule with a higher priority would follow the highest priority rule satisfied. If we want all deliveries to ABC company to be with UPS, we need to make it the highest priority rule so that it will always override any other rule. We do this by clicking Edit and clicking on the up arrow until it is at the top position. Click Save, and it's now the highest priority rule. Our rules are now all set and we're ready to start entering orders and using the system. So please go ahead and watch the next video, how to enter key enter orders. If you're going to upload order files rather than do any manual key entry, you can skip that video and go straight to the video, how to create data plugs. Thanks for watching and we hope you like the system.